Hey, this is Jack Common with another Jack coaching class, and I'm really excited to teach you some things that I have worked for. Actually, Eric and me, since December last year, we have worked on a tool which I think will change your SEO work quite a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to reveal a little bit what I have been done and what you can expect in the future from me. And also, there is a big promotion going on for Simple Video Pro, and I wanted to show you how I use that tool and a little bit explaining my bonuses. Of course, there's a lot of room for Q&A, and I'm happy to answer them all. And I already got some good feedback about Dan found a client last week, so we will cover that too in this webinar. Does it all sound good for you guys? Type a yes if you hear me well, because last time I was speaking for 5 minutes and I didn't have good audio. Okay, good. Thanks everybody. Thanks for your response. So with that said, I'm going to change to Rank Tracker Jack, and I see Earl is also on the call. I missed you a couple of times, so let me change back. So this is Ranked Ranking Jack, okay? So probably most of you guys, actually, who's on the call today for the first time? We never was on a coaching class before. Type in a yes if you are the first time here. I'm a first timer, Brenda. So excuse me that I didn't introduce myself. So my name is Jack Common, and I'm a local marketer expert, and because I became a local market expert, I developed some tools which I share with you guys. It's the short version. The long version is I serve more than 50 local businesses. I like to serve franchises because I can multiply my effort, and I created Lead Tracker Jack, which is a call tracking tool, and Lead Finder Jack. And today, we're going to cover a little bit about where I'm working, what you can expect from me in the future, which helps you guys a lot with SEO work. And why I'm saying that is because I don't like SEO so much. And why I don't like it? I like it because my websites are ranking high, and Google Places is very, 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 very important. But the work what you have to put in it to report results was always a pain to me. So eventually, after some brainstorming, and actually Brian Anderson, you know, he more or less said, Jack, can you create this for me? And of course I can. I'm helping. I always want to help. So what you can do is you can enter keywords. Then if you have entered keywords, you go to the business settings where your general information. You can search in Google. You can search in Google Maps, and you can search in YouTube, and you can search websites as well as videos. And it has a schedule where you can say, I want that it tracks the ranking on a certain timing, daily, weekly, whatever you want. And then once you have all that information, you go to the report settings, and then you can even set modify schedule, so template. So now you can say, I want the report created every 4 weeks, to email. There's an email section in it to email to the customer. So with this tool, you can do tracking the SEO and the reporting of the SEO totally hands off. So what what you end up doing it, you enter some events where you said outsource Fiverr 1, outsource Fiverr 2, and outsource whoever you do the SEO work, and you track the results. And those events, they will show up in the report section, so you know which outsourcer and outsource activity work the best, and so that then you know how is your money spent well. The tracking goes automatically and the reporting goes automatically. So can I get some aha moment that this tool is coming? What you can expect, you know, we are still finishing up. We're finishing up with all the findings what we had with Lead Finder Jack. So that is those findings we go in, put in this tool, while emailing and all kind of things. Does it graph over time? Yes, it does. So so there's a report section in it, and you can, the report section will be very flexible. So you still, if you do show PDF, for example, this is just, I don't know if you can't see it because it's a pop-up. Don't let me mess up the webinar, but it is a pop-up. It's a PDF. It creates a PDF, and that PDF get attached to the email. So it's very flexible how the table is looking, how the filters, you can filter on certain results, you can manage the graphs, you know. I think you can see this. No, you cannot see. So you can manage the graphs. There's all kind of tools in it to shape the PDF. So this is coming, that we have planned this after Lead Finder Jack, so now it's coming Rank Tracker Jack. So you guys voted in Facebook. So first we were thinking on Ranking Tracker Jack, but the tool will be called Rank Tracker Jack. And I'm only letting in 100%, like we did with Lead Finder Jack. We had a beta group, and we will have a beta group with Rank Tracker Jack. So that is coming. So who of you guys does some SEO work? Type in yes if you do SEO work. And SEO work can be ranking videos, can be Google Places, and Google Search. So type in a yes and a no. I like to see everybody's answer at the moment. Yes and no. If you do SEO work, Google Places, YouTube, video ranking, and natural search. So I see marketer ranking videos. I see 2 no's. I see a lot of yeses. Planning tool. Ranking videos. Yeah, ranking videos is a big one, because ranking videos is at the moment still not too hard. And Google Places, if you any local marketing, if you do any local marketing, you want to be use Google you want to do Google Places is gets about 50% of the calls. If you can rank for a certain keyword in Google Places, you have a winner. And if you rank high in Google Places and you get some stars, some reviews in it, really that works. So I think most marketers oversee Google Places. It's very powerful, and Google put those stars back. Earl does everything. So organic, Google Plus, local, and video. So a lot of you guys actually do video. So if you want to know, you create the video and you want to track which SEO outsourcer worked, you enter some events, and those will be marked in the graph. And now you can see what SEO worked the best for the ranking. So that is why I really like that feature. But there's a lot, the ranking, all the activities in the background, so it's totally hands-off. So what you do, you end up having a couple of lists of outsources where those work for you, and you just enter the keywords and the events, and it's all what you need to do eventually. So it's very convenient to track and see the results. Any questions about this? Okay. So let me. This is purely a tracking tool, correct? A tracking and reporting tool. So SEO consists more or less in 3 parts. Okay. One is you want to make sure that it ranks, okay, either by website optimization, YouTube optimization, backlinking, whatever, okay. So that is where you enter those events, you know. When you change something, you can enter those events. Then you want to rank for certain keywords, and you can enter those in the business setup where you want, which if you want to track rank in Google, in Google Maps or YouTube, okay? So that is how the setup works, and you want to track the ranking here. Then once you got to them, you want to report the result because you have a purpose for those ranking, and probably you have a client who does the SEO, or who is willing to pay for that SEO for you. So you can set up a schedule that a nice report gets sent to them. So with that, you have a tool in your hand which I think make SEO so much more fun, okay? Because, you know, be honest, SEO is work, okay? And the tracking and ranking, and it's not that much of fun, at least not to me, okay? So I like to automate things, and with Rank Tracker Jack, you automate the rankings tracking and you automate the reporting, and on top of that, you can enter events and track which outsource or which activity worked the best. Is this clear? Okay, I see a lot of yeses coming in. Yes, that Paul is actually making very smart note. So you could also use it to run a report to show a prospect you are trying to get as a client. Yes. So if in Lead Finder Jack, probably in Lead Finder Jack, you can enter keywords and see if they are bidding in AdWords and not ranking in natural search or in places. Now you can run a report of them, you know, and say, hey, you are willing to pay $10 for each click, but you're not ranking organic. And then do you know that Google Places and the top listing in organic gets more clicks than AdWords? So at least on an not on a mobile device, but on a desktop device. No, I'm not launching Rank Tracker Jack yet. Okay, it comes with I'm just want to have some 100 beta testers, and it comes as a bonus with Simple Video Pro. I'm not selling it. I got about 50 lucky people, users at the moment, and I only willing to have 50 more because it's still in beta testing. And once the beta is over, you know, they got the pro version for free. Like last time with Lead Finder Jack, that went actually very well, that beta testing. So does that answer your guys' questions? Okay. So let me go over to Simple Video Pro, because at least I want to show you what the tool does. Okay. Okay. First of all, I want to show you that I am actually, let me go back, let me show this first. This is the members area. Does everybody see this? The members area when I'm not cheating. So this is Lead Finder Jack members area, and I use Simple Video Pro in the members area. Okay, so I'm used that tool. Okay, so I have all kind of videos in the members area, and you know, it's very flexible. You just enter the YouTube URL, then the width of the screen, and you know, you use this other allow full screen and all kind of, you know, I don't use all those features at the moment. And in the new, so that is actually Simple Video Pro version 1, but in 2 you got so many more features. It does everything. Okay, Simple Video Pro. So in Simple Video Pro 2.0, what I like is that you have a global setting. So this is also a website for me, and I have since Simple Video Pro came out, I have implemented in my new websites. Okay, and it has so many new features. You see, there's all those tabs. They all tabs they have. It contains a new feature. And if you do any SEO, you know, I haven't set up everything, but if you have any SEO, you want to use this tool. Okay, for SEO, how it behaves, when you want to start it. It has everything. Okay, splash images, logos, banner ad, viral buttons, buy button if you want to sell something, opt-in, video schedule, overlay videos, and reputation management. Okay, so it includes everything. And what I like from this tool, but that's a little bit where I like those global. So now I got a shortcode which I can use. I can put the video easily on any post and any page, and I also can take the PHP codes which I can use in the header or in the footer or whatever you want. So I just wanted to show you that I'm a heavy user of Simple Video Pro, and if you go to my hard drive, I probably have 5 other video players, and most of them didn't work, it didn't have that feature, it didn't have a shortcode, you know, all kind of things. What I run in a problem, and I sticked eventually with Simple Video Pro because A, the tool worked, B, Nick is a nice guy, the creator, so he actually implemented this global codes, was one of my ideas when I met him. And B, it does everything what I need. You know, I don't need 10 different video players. Everything is included. You know, simple by clicking on the tab and set the settings. And now he also has the video SEO, so that is important for if you do any kind of SEO work. So I run in promotion because I had 2 things. Okay, I wanted to make some people happy with the rank tracker tool, because I'm a user of Simple Video Pro, I felt confident to promote it because I use it too. And if you have any questions, I can help you, and I have a direct contact with Nick. So let me go over the bonuses. If you are looking for Rank Tracker Jack, it comes as a bonus. I don't bonus access. Okay, that is not sorry guys, that's not the right links. Ooh, I don't have okay, so let's go to the bonus. I think Rank Tracker okay, this is not is it okay, no, this is not the right website. I wanted to show you the bonuses, but let's see if I can get it somewhere. Rank Tracker Pro members. Okay, I got it here. Now I have to switch the screen. Okay, now I have to find the question box again. So if you go to the bonuses, I list here all the bonuses. So bonus number 1 is the Rank Tracker software. Okay. Then bonus number 2 is you get access to the Facebook group, Rank Tracker's Facebook group. Then bonus number 3 is I use a certain outsource service which you get the link to. It's not for free, but it's pretty damn cheap, and that works really well. Then you get my Google AdWords Make Easy tutorial video, and I can tell you I got a very good feedback from that, and it makes Google AdWords so much easier. I show you my personal Google AdWords account. I'm not kidding. I show you how to get for each click a call. That is how good that account is. If you bought Savannah Symphony, that is the training what Sid did for as bonus. It's going to train you how to convert any client in any niche. Okay, so with our prospecting, we are able now maybe to get the client response, but you also need to convert them to a paying client. Then we have three role plays for locksmith, towing, and chiropractor. So chiropractor we did last week, so I have to upload. And this is in the members area, so you get access to the members area. Everything is organized. Okay, so I got a lot of questions about, I'm interested in your tool, but I already have Simple Video Pro. So in that case, you can send me support ticket, but I limit it to 100 users. I only want at the moment 100 users for Rank Tracker Jack. Okay, so move first come, first served, and I'm not that is not a threatening or so. I'm not crossing the line. How do I sign up for it? Oh, that's a good question, Kathy. If you haven't Simple Video tool, then you want to use this link. Let's see, Simple Video Pro. Let's see if it comes up. Let me first test it. Okay, I think it works. No, it doesn't work. Is it? Oh, did he change it? Okay. He changed it. So that is the link if you haven't Simple Video Pro 2.0. I don't want the video program, no cat. Okay, that's fine. If you want only my bonuses and rank tracker jack, you need to send me a support ticket. But I limit to 100. So, and I sold more than 50 already. So that is really what's going on. Okay. Yeah, support at lead tracker jack. Support at leadtrackerjack.com or support. Yeah, support at leadtrackerjack is fine because I have set up everything in that. Hi Jack, where to find the webinar showing Lead Tracker Jack and Lead Finder Jack being used together? I have to look up. I always post in Lead Finder Jack /training the last week webinar. But Lead Finder, Lead Tracker Jack makes only sense if you have clients or you use the round robin to get clients, and I will train you in that, guys. So first you want to use Lead Finder Jack to get some clients. Once you have clients, you need to do the fulfillment, and one can be that you get paid per call or paid per month or whatever, how you get paid. You always want to track your results. Okay, if you can't see the link because you're on the phone, then ask me, then I will put it in as a private link. So actually my purpose was to make it clear for you guys what the bonus are. So you got 9 bonuses. I might to add some more if I get some more question about things what I haven't included. And then the most important part of the bonus I think is Rank Tracker Jack. So you got a tool what really if you do SEO work, you want that tool. So let me express it that way. This makes SEO so much more fun. It does all the hard work for you. I'm going to promote Lead Tracker Jack in another call. It's not today. I'm adding some new features on it, and once those features are implemented, then I think it is time to explain Lead Tracker Jack in more detail. So if you really want and you cannot wait, send me a support ticket, but I'm not going here to promote Lead Tracker Jack. So if you really want Rank Tracker Jack and not buying Simple Video Pro, I charge $47 for all the 9 bonuses. Okay? But So if you said, okay, I already have Simple Video Pro and I really want Rank Tracker Jack, send me support ticket and then PayPal me $47 and I give you access to all the 9 bonuses. And that is still what the tool does. But if you say, you know, for Core, I don't know what the difference is, I want also tool, that is fine for me too. To me, it doesn't make a difference. You need to make up what you want to do. Both is fine to me. I use the tool by myself, so I know the tool is good, Simple Video Pro, and I really like Rank Tracker Jack. Okay, does it all make sense? So we have Dan on the call today, and Simple Video Pro is now version 2, so it has a lot of add-ons, and Nick is planning to do many more in version 2. So I know it works. So it's, for me, it's the most important part is I want the tool was easy to use and works. I don't want to mess up with a video player. You know, I want to have that shortcode easy in my poster page. I want to be able to easily put it in a PHP file, and I don't want to. I have, if you really insist, I can show that I have about 5 video players, and I end up to use Simple Video Pro the most. So that is really the case. But if you know, it's up to you. But if you say, no, I'm happy, I only want Rank Tracker Jack, send me support ticket and I can help you with that. But again, I only limit to 100. That's not kidding. I want to 100 testers is enough, okay, for this. And the launch comes in a couple of months, the official launch. So with that said, we have Dan on the line, and he has a problem with his headset. So, but Dan, actually, the last 7 days, he was able to sign up a new contract, client, I mean, and he just typed in a very detailed how we got that new client. So let me read this for you. Scraped for email addresses using 2 or 3 version scrapes. Okay, send emails to addresses this morning. Within 30 minutes, customer called me on first and only call, gave me their credit card. Good job, Dan. You said something good, okay? Sorry, rather not say Nate. All methods come from Jack and Fritz. Love Lead Tracker Jack, okay? Dan, do you mind that I put that in the chat box? Because maybe, I don't know if I can do it. Let me read it one more time, okay? Scraped for email addresses using 2 or 3 version scrapers. Send email addresses this morning. Within 30 minutes, customer called me. On first and only call, gave me their credit card number. Sorry, rather not say Nate. All methods come from Jack and Fritz. Love Lead Tracker Jack, okay? So, Dan, did you use the email template what Fritz shared with you guys, or you have your own email template? Because probably your email template maybe will tell which niche is in, and you don't want to tell that. Slightly different. Can you share what was the subject, and maybe you change the subject in niche if you because without a good subject you're not going to open the email. So if you say it was plumber, so just type in niche as in the subject. So I think the subject is very important. Can you share a little bit the elements of your email? I think that is the clue. Then are you willing to share this? Or I put the niche and the city as the subject. And did you put the URL in the subject? So did you? No, or he did not do. I think that works too. So so niche is probably is for example plumber city, plumber Boca Raton. So that was his Dan's subject. And that piqued their curiosity. And did you put a website URL in your email so they can check you out? And yes, he put his website URL in it, and that is probably the website is geared to that niche. Correct, Dan? Do you send it to a general website, or is geared to that niche? Yes, like Fritz. Okay, so that is, so you want to send in the email, you want to have a website URL, and in that website telling about your niche and what you can do for that niche. And has it a form in that website so they can send an email to you? Yes. So you want to put a form on the website so they can contact you. No, they contacted you. You don't. So it is not like cold calling. This is like somebody showed interested in your service. Now it makes much more easier to have a phone conversation with a company telling what you can do and what your requirements are to do the fulfillment. Thanks, Dan. So Dan, if you don't mind, maybe next time you can participate on the call and explain it to everybody. I'm willing to pay you for the headset, or you get something in return from me, but I think that really worked. So the website is niche and topic oriented, mobile marketing, or the website is niche and topic. Yeah, niche. I don't see the difference between niche and topic, so it's niche dependent. So if you, and topic. Yes. Topic. Yeah. I think it's correct. If you do plumber and you are focused on mobile marketing, then you want to be specific. Okay. But if you do pay-per-call, then you want to sell, okay, how many new customers you can deliver. So, like, let's say locksmith and reputation mark, correct. And if you are specific with reputation marketing, yes, you want to say, okay, what can your reputation marketing do for locksmith companies? And if you have some proof, that would be very good. Okay. So I'm not prepared to make a difference between Easy Video Suite and Simple Video Pro. Actually, I have, but the reason why I bought Easy Video Suite because I got a very good bonus. I bought it for the bonus, so that's why I bought it that time. It's crazy, I know, but I never implemented. I'm just in Simple Video Pro. I'm a simple person and I like to program. So, who of your guys have signed up another client the last 7 days? Since last webinar, who got a new client? Somebody who's paying for your service. Can be anything, okay? Because I think that is, part of our goal to, okay, Mary did. Thanks, Mary. Somebody else? The last 7 days, since the last webinar, who signed up a new client? Mary, are you willing to share which service you are going to do or how you got a new client? Can you tell me a little bit? Are you willing to come on the webinar, and do you have a headset and speak about it? I can't go through my laptop. Okay. I got, and Paul got a referral from a happy customer to, yes, that is once you get in that situation, Paul, so let me finish the sentence. Got a referral from a happy customer to build a website. Correct, Paul. That is eventually you got referrals, and you also need to work on getting referrals. You want to let your current customers know that you're looking for referrals, that you appreciate it, and maybe you give something in return. Sometimes you get reviews by itself, but most time you just ask for it. Nothing wrong to ask for a referral. Nothing wrong with it, or for a testimonial, I mean, and also not for a referral. There's nothing wrong to ask for business. And if your customer's happy, they feel obligated. They feel, how do you say it? They like to help you too. Mary, are you okay that okay, Carrie has a note. I did not take on a new client this week, but got a constant trickle from my client getting sites, like Fritz recommends. Let's go ahead. Okay, I'm going to unmute you. Mary, do you hear me? Mary, do you hear me? I hear you breathing, I think, but do you hear me? Can you speak?
Yes, I hear you. Can you hear me now?
Perfect. You are very clear on the call. Does everybody hear Mary? Can you speak a little bit, Mary? Yeah, yes. Okay, I got a yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yes, everybody hears you. You are on the webinar, okay?
Okay, great. What happened with this client? I've been busy fulfilling my other clients that I've had, so I haven't had a chance to go out and go get business last week. I intend to the next 3 days, of course, but as happens with us newer marketers, what we do is we get a client, we fulfill. It's sort of an endless process. It's not the best way to go, but if you don't have a lot of money to spend on outsourcing, that's sort of how you have to do it, I guess. But anyway, I was busy fulfilling, but somebody emailed me from a website that I built 4 years ago, and I hadn't really done anything at all with it in the past 2 years. Honestly, nothing at all. I hadn't, maybe once every 3 months I added a new, blog post, but it was an informational type website, and people just liked it. And so I really didn't do anything with it. I had tried to market it several years ago and was unsuccessful when I marketed it. And then all of a sudden somebody emailed me and they said, hey, how much, if I, can you, well, I can't talk. Can you put on some text links for me for my website? And he said, how much? And I thought, well, what the heck? Okay, I'll go. It's $1 a day per link. So he said, that's cool. Okay, well, so I want 2 links for 2 different websites, and then I will, pay you up front for 1 year. I said, that's great. Send me the money, and then send me the links, and I will have your links up within 24 hours. Okay. So he sent me the money, and then I put the links up, like within a couple hours of him sending me the money. So it was $720.
So
just for putting 2 links up.
What is your typical, which service do you typically offer? SEO or website building?
I mean, what I do in my life is I do all services to local marketers. But this was sort of a surprise. This was a website I built about 4 years ago and hadn't done anything with. It has nothing to do with what I currently do for a living. What I do now is I go to local businesses, like I have an attorney client, and I have a couple, few other local businesses that pay me every month, you know, to promote their business. So this was out of the blue. I mean, technically it's a client. I answered your question correctly, but
Yeah.
out of the blue, it was just you know, my website was out there from 4 years ago that I literally hadn't done anything with to promote it all for 4 years. And they contacted me and said, hey, let me pay you $60 a month, you know, for that. And I'm like, you know, I was pretty, you know, I was pretty laid back about it, you know, with him, but I'm sort of highly excited. So now I'm going to promote the blog. I hadn't really done any advertising at all on it. I had some affiliate marketing on it. Hadn't made, I think one time I made $37. That's all. And hadn't really done anything with it, didn't know what to do. So that's not my line of business at all.
So let's focus on the big things, okay? Because I'm happy that you found a new client, but I'm more happy that you get a client every week, okay? So
yes, I agree.
You started off with, I'm too busy with the fulfillment, so I hardly have time to get new clients, okay?
Yes.
So probably this is caused by your current clients not paying enough to do the outsourcing. So you're still, you know, let's put it in a way, you still offer very affordable services for the current clients, because if they would pay you, you know, a decent month, it ends up with a decent monthly income, then you would probably look for outsources.
Yes, you're absolutely right, Jack, and I am working on getting, you actually advised me last week about that attorney client of mine and said I'm not charging enough, and I'm attempting to get another attorney that will come on board and pay me $100 per lead. That's what I'm working on this week.
So to be honest, my memory is not good, and I didn't recognize your name. I didn't recognize your name, but when you when I heard your voice, so and you said about attorney, so I remember our call. So that is not something, I don't want to come across that we set this up.
No, we totally didn't. I actually come on this webinar late. Yeah. Okay, I came in late and I completely forgot about it, and then I saw your email, and then I said, oh man, I better get on here. So no, guys, we totally did not set this up at all.
But are you okay? Are you okay to share what we spoke about?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I've actually mentioned it to several different people, and they all think you're wonderful, and you are. No, guys, I won a 30-minute interview with Jack because I bought his book through his Facebook group, and then I submitted a review for the book. And for that, are you still doing that, Jack?
Yes, it's still in the Facebook. I don't have it as a top listing, but
right. Well, yeah. It's awesome. If anyone, you know, it didn't cost me anything but the book. The book was what, 99 cents.
Yeah.
You know, all you have to do is like sacrifice a little of your time and actually learn something and read. You know, 99 cents is nothing, and then read the book, and then, you know, you get an interview with Jack, and within, I'd say, about 3 minutes of talking, and Jack, we totally didn't send this up, I know, but within 3 minutes of talking to Jack, he just narrowed down exactly what I was doing wrong and said, Mary, you're not charging enough for this attorney client. To clarify, I have this attorney client that's been paying me $300 a month, and that's, you know, because I bring in about 25 to 30 clients for him, phone calls a month that I have it set up, and then they call this number that I have. The attorney does not own the website. I own the website and I own the phone number. So I have it set up to call through to his office, the phone number. I have it set up that way. And so about 25 to 30 potential customers call every month, and my frustration with my customer is he's not turning these over into anything because I have them tape recorded. I don't listen to all of the tape recordings, but I do listen to some of them, and it just ticks me off so bad. I cannot share with you how badly it ticks me off. I'm a salesperson. I've been for like 35 years, and to hear his staff, his attorney staff, say things like, well, gee, I don't know. Why don't you look in the yellow pages for that? You know, this attorney can do any type of attorney work. So, I mean, they should not be turning his potential clients over to anyone at all. They should be bringing them into the office. And I've shared with the attorney the problems with his staff, and I've had him listen to some of the phone calls, but to no avail. I've written out scripts for them. I'm sure he doesn't even give them the scripts. He micromanages the staff, and he does a very bad job. They're sort of afraid to say anything. He needs to let me train them, which I've offered to innumerable times to train them, and he doesn't bite on that, and that ticks me off too. So anyway, in explaining this to Jack, he's like, well, you need to get another attorney, one that appreciates you and one that's willing to pay $100 a lead. Now, did I sort of know that in the back of my mind that maybe I wasn't getting enough? Yeah, I did. But I really needed somebody to kind of slap me in the face and say, hey, you're not getting enough money, Mary. You need to step up and you need to get another attorney, one that will actually pay you what you're worth. And so I'm in the process of doing that. And so that's what I learned from the phone call with Jack. So whatever y'all's problem is, or, and I don't mean problem might be a bad choice of words, but whatever it is that you are struggling with, Jack will probably be able to get in there and figure it out within just a couple of minutes of talking to you and give you some really good insight. So that's why I always recommend a mentor. I don't quite have enough money to pay for an expensive mentor, although I do think it's a great idea. So I'll stop now. Jack, you can ask me some questions.
Now, I remember that call, actually. It was on a Monday, and it was around 1 o'clock. And where I got stuck a little bit in the beginning, I said you need to pay more, and then you said, I know, but he is not willing. He has an ego, and I think he only wants to be your number one. He wants those phone calls, but he doesn't need more clients. So then it said. So I first was more or less, you need to charge more with a client. You need, you need to work with him. And then when you told me about that ego, and and then you said there are more attorneys in this region. So I then. You shared that you own the website and you have a trackage number. So that is, you did something very smart.
Yeah, I know,
to
right?
have the to have a trackage number, so you can switch it to any other attorney you want.
I own the website. He cannot tell me what to do.
Yeah. So
I mean,
if you want to take something from this call, okay, is you need to own your website. You need to own your properties. You need to own the YouTube video. If the client doesn't allow you to do, then try to find another client, okay? Because you need to be able to switch gears if it is needed, okay? Of course, you want to have a good long-term relationship, but it needs to come from both sides. And Mary did this. Mary found out with the mirror in front of her that this client was not, in best favor for Mary. She knew she didn't get paid enough, but so we found out, okay, that I only have a contract for month to month. So in the meantime, you are looking for another client, and then you switch over. Don't waste your time and start making some good money, because my members in the you don't see the chat box, but they say, you know, you should charge at least $1,200 to $1,800, you know, for those calls. So, and I see other numbers coming in. So that $100 was not a bad guess for me. So something around that number. So, and with 25 calls, you should get about $2,000 around that number. And once you get those $2,000, and you also shared to me, I stopped actually doing a lot of work for it. So once you switch, yeah, and you get $2,000 a month, then you probably put more effort in it, and you get even more calls.
Right, right. No, I have felt guilty not putting the effort. I mean, I keep it up and that sort of thing, but I need to post every single week. I need to put a blog post every single week. I need to maybe advertise some more. What I've done, there are about, I'm not sure if there's, in my area, there's from 800 to 1,200 attorneys in my area. So it's not like I have to, you know, stick with this one. He was my very first client, and I guess I put up with a lot of crap from him because of that, you know, because he sort of kept me fed, you know, because I've been doing this, and you know, and I was branching out to other things, and he sort of kept me just at $300 a month. While you might not think, some of you might not think that's very much money, it meant the world to me, and I guess I sort of had guilty feelings, you know, for just, you know, getting rid of him, but I shouldn't, because I have provided quality to him and he really doesn't use it, and that has bugged me, because I want, you know, I do have worked very hard on the website. I've done whatever it is that needs to be
Are you willing to share the website URL to show members, or you want to keep it for yourself?
I guess I don't mind.
Okay, can you put it in the chat box? Because the reason why I want to share it is there is something on the website what results in calls, and I haven't, during the call we didn't go over it because it was not relative to what you want to achieve, but I think your website has something what generate calls.
Okay, I put it in the chat.
Okay.
If you guys all spam me, I will get you back, I promise. I mean, you know, if you try and bring that website down, I have it very secure, first of all.
No, I don't think that is the problem.
Anyway, I don't know what's on the website. I wrote everything myself.
I changed okay, yeah.
There are some takeaways to this that everyone should put out. It's just, it doesn't look like a lawyer website, which I did that on purpose, okay? It doesn't look like a lawyer website at all.
Yeah, so tell me why you did it by purpose, what you did by purpose.
Because I think that regular lawyer websites or regular attorney websites look, they make a potential customer stand off and say, oh, I don't know, I'm afraid. You know, where I think this is just my opinion, my website looks like, hey, you know, call me up. You know, I'm a nice person, I can help you. And that's what I tried to employ when I made the website, and everything about it is just made so people will like it. So he's a cranky old man, but he's nice.
So I think you did a couple of things, but if I make comment on it, and I don't know if I'm right, because it works. So you see the phone number everywhere. Do you see you guys? Phone number. So if you think you should only list the phone number once on your website, so think again. The phone number needs to be everywhere. Okay, everywhere. Okay. So that is number what Mary, I think, did very well. Then she didn't put the company name. Maybe it is the company name, but she put the name from the lawyer. So she made it a more about me page to build up the trust. This is all about trust. Okay? So Mary worked on the trust factor. So why you should trust me.
Exactly. That is exactly why I did that.
Yeah, so why you should trust it. So a nice image from an, you know, not guilty person, you know, with a lot of books, but reflects knowledge. And then it's all about trust, you know, because before somebody is using your service, they need to trust you, okay? And then the third element I see is you did a lot of SEO work, you know, all those links, those are for SEO.
So you scroll up and let me explain to everyone the links I did, and that's something I don't think most people do, up to where the home bar is. See this home link and the autism and the auto accidents. Everything is interlinked. Each page. The home is interlinked to auto accidents. Auto accidents is linked to autism. Autism is linked to blog. I don't remember what it is. I'm making this up as I go along. But each one of these links is interlinked with another. And that interlinking is like a killer SEO.
What is interlinking?
Okay, well, scroll down a little bit and then you can, at the end of this, well, just at the divorce, at the bottom of the divorce blog, not all the way to the bottom, but at the bottom a little bit more. Let me see. See this Odessa law practice there, that link there? Up
Yes.
a little bit more.
I see this link. You mean this link?
No, the one underneath the blog part. The blog post
More?
part. Above this picture. Up more.
Up?
Up more. Right here. You see where it says Odessa law practice?
Yeah, under the video.
Yeah, under the video. Okay, where does that link to? Because I don't.
Odessa law practice. So then.
No, it links to whistleblower. See?
Whistleblower. Okay, yeah.
Another one of, so every page is interlinked with a different page.
Or you mean it's like a chain, so you know you have a page and then you go to the next page, and so like a story, a book?
Well, it wouldn't matter which is linked to which, but I did it I made all the pages and then I interlinked each one, and I can't remember how I did it because I did it a long time ago. But this is a killer SEO technique, guys. Interlink your pages. It's sort of a super secret thing.
Robert Cooper said it is, in the SEO world, it is like silo structure.
Silo structure.
Is that correct? S-I-L-O? It's
don't
called
know.
siloing.
I'm not familiar with the term, I'm sorry, but
okay, yeah, I'm not an
I
SEO
know
guy
this
either.
works.
What I do normally, if I work on SEO, I make it categories on the right hand side, and each category has content like, you know, you describe. So those are the three elements of it. So it is a nice header which shows, you know, a low company. It has it has a personal name and the phone number everywhere, and then you show you put the about page on the home page because you figured out that for a lawyer the trust factor is so important. Okay, what I would do if I make comment on it, I would put more reviews on it on the.
Okay, I have discussed this with him.
No, you don't need to discuss it with him because you're going to change, but
I have tried to do that. He makes me go see him an hour and a half every single month, which is not
for $300 per month. You wasted 1 hour.
Right, I know. You know, but again, in my defense, I needed the money, and this was good practice for me.
Oh yeah.
I'm a new marketer.
No, so you know how. So we discussed other things on the call, and I said you have something what works, and you're good in it. And I didn't see the website, but if you can generate 30 calls, you do something good. So you just multiply it and get paid for it.
And let me tell you that this website was up against, my website was up against hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other websites. And it went back from being on 0, from just me starting it, you know, and it started moving up to page 52, and then finally page 30 something, then 21, and then page 11. And within, I'd say, 3 months, I had hit page 1. Maybe 4 months I'd hit page 1. I should have written it down. But within 4 months I'd hit page 1. And I'm not now, but I was actually #1. And it's because I didn't care, right? Because I'm bad like that. But I was so upset with his attitude, you know, of not taking care of the clients. I'm like, what the hell? I'm not going to, sorry about my swearing, people. What the heck? I'm not going to promote him. You know, I give up. I almost have fired him like every single month. I've been frustrated with him.
Yeah.
Almost every single month I said, I'm going to fire my client.
No, it's what we said. You know, don't fire him. Get a new client.
No, I will.
End the month, and then you start with a new client and get paid what you earn. So.
Hey, if anyone wants me to do me a favor, you see that Google Plus up there, up the left, or anywhere on the page I have put it. If you could Google Plus me, gosh, I'd really appreciate it.
Do you want to have the website link in the chat box for everybody, or?
Yeah, that would be fine if you want to do that. If you could Google Plus me, that would be great. And if you contact me, I'll be happy to Google Plus or Facebook you, or whatever, to help out. I'd be happy to do that. So, but I think there's a couple takeaways that people need to take from my experience. One is that own your own website. 2, own your own phone number. 3, tape record the conversations, because let me tell you, you will have static from your potential client when they say, wait a minute, I didn't get that many phone calls, or whatever their argument is. There are many of them. You will get static from it. So at least do those, have a good website and interlink it with my super secret method there, but also make sure that you do those 3 things. Own the website. Do not let the attorney own the website. And own the phone number, and then tape record the calls so you have a record, so you can always go back and say to the client, well, listen to this tape recording. Oh, and another thing I might add, that in your state, you might have to get permission. You might have to get written permission from your client in order to tape record them. What I did with this guy was I tape recorded it, and his staff messed up so badly. Like, one of them said something bad about him. And so I called him up and said, I need to talk to you. I was nervous. I said, I need to talk to you. I have and it's against the law to tape record without permission, but I did it anyway, right? I'm bad like that. But so I called him up and said, you need to listen to this phone call. And so I met with him and let him listen to the phone call. It was really bad. I forget what one of his staff said about him, but they said something that, he's supposed to be their boss. I think they badmouthed him. And I said, I have you technically, because he's a lawyer, you did not hear this conversation at all. And he said, okay. I said, and you need to get written permission of your employees to tape record them, because in the state of Texas, one party has to be notified that they're being tape recorded. So it's against the law to tape record people in this state without permission, as long as one side is notified. Like the client calling in would assume that they're going to be tape recorded, but my client had no idea, nor did any of his people. So he had to get real permission from them and written permission from them. And that caused a real brouhaha in the office, and they all hate me, hate me with a passion that I cannot even convey to you. They hate me with a passion because I'm the one that I'm the one that instigated, I'm Big Brother, and I'm responsible for all that. But he He saw the need that they needed to be tape recorded, and so he did it. He got their permission, then he tape recorded. I'm sure it was expensive for him, but so you just can't be tape recording somebody without their permission, depending on your state. So you should check with your state.
So I got a comment with the lawyer's name. She should add a comma plus SCure. SQ.
Okay. I'll understand what you mean. Can you explain?
No, I'm not a lawyer. So
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know, with the lawyer's name, she should add a comma plus S, so ESQUR.
Esquire?
Yeah.
No, he's a PA,
Okay.
whatever that means. So I can add Gerald Fugit PA. I can do that.
Okay. Maybe and PA is not that good as Esquire.
Esquire, I don't know.
Okay.
You know, that's a good question. But he's a regular attorney. He's not just.
So maybe that's why he doesn't use the title, because it's not the highest. I don't know. Just guess.
No, he does use it, and he's very proud of what he is. He
Okay.
actually was a judge at one time, guys.
Okay.
So he's not like, you know, he's not chopped liver here. I just didn't do it, and luckily for me, he hasn't examined what I do. So you're right, absolutely right. I should write that on there, and with my next attorney, I will make sure that I do that. So, and I'll have to, you know, get a new header, and probably entirely new header, not even that one at all. And then I'll change the name and change the picture, and I'm going to change all the copy too on the front page.
So if your guy's using lead tracker jack, you want to use the whisper message, and the whisper message can tell something like, this call may be recorded for training purposes. So that is what actually is the default. So then the caller knows. The caller knows that the call get recorded, but you can, if your client wants to have the customer hear an other message, you just change the text or you upload an MP3 file.
That's a good idea, Jack. Yeah.
So
instead of getting permission first, you know, do the whisper method.
So I really thank you for sharing. My members loved all your knowledge and your success.
Thank you.
And
I appreciate that.
So I think I like, from the other members, I like you to get out for new members of new clients this week, so you can be on the call like Mary is, share your success and share how you achieved it, and everybody can learn from each other. So, and my members, congrats you, Mary. So thanks for being on the call and sharing all of this. Thank
the members for listening to me. I hope I didn't bore them too much.
No, you didn't. There was a lot of interaction in the chat box.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. And you know, if you have any questions, if they have any questions about it, you can send them along to me, Jack, too. You know.
Yeah. So if you, Mary is in the Facebook group. So if you have a follow-up question, just start interacting with Mary.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay. So thanks, Mary. I will mute you now, and I'm really glad you shared all your knowledge. So with that said, I thought we're going to have examples how you're using Simple Video Pro. I did. Did you see my beginning of, I used that Simple Video Pro in my websites? I'm not going to give you training, you know, what you can do, because I know Nix. But when you buy Simple Video Pro, I think you get about 10 training videos. Really, you know, I see other markets giving you, you know, when you buy, you give training. You don't need that. That training section from Nick is so detailed. You don't need any other training. Okay, just wasting your time. Okay, so I just want to show that I use the tool, and that is, I think, what you need to feel comfortable with, that you buy something what I'm using. And with that, I try to explain my bonus, that is Rank Tracker Jack, and I think I already gave more than 50. I think now at the moment 60 Rank Tracker Jack as bonus, and I only let 40 more people in. Okay? So if you buy today or tomorrow, you will get in. So that is what I promised. But I think after tomorrow, I hit the 100. So. And if you have a question about Lead Tracker Jack, send me support ticket, and I see Doug a question, detailed question asking, and I will handle that in the support system. Okay, and if you still need the link for, so first of all, if you have a question or you want to get the bonus, send a ticket to support at Lead Tracker. One second, I have to type in Lead Tracker Jack.com. So that is for the bonuses. If you want to order it, Simple Video Pro, and get all my 9 bonuses, here's my link. So it needs to come from my link. How do we know which Marbreed? Last name in the group. Okay. Her last name is Armbrust. A-R-M-B-R-U-S-T. She's just ask a question related to what you think you want to ask, and then she will be responding. I'm pretty sure she's active in the group. Okay, with that, are there any other questions? I really appreciate all you guys' feedback. And Doug bought via my link, and I think he already checked out the bonus because I did buy from a link. Thank you for the bonuses. So you're welcome. And he has a recording for me. I hope I don't need it, but I really appreciate that Doug has one. Carrie, thanks for being on the call. This webinar was smashing. Thank you, Wallet. You guys made it. So Dan, I really thanks for your input for this webinar about how you got a client. You used Fritz and my strategy, and you are more an experienced guy, so you know what to do, and that really works. And if you have questions for each other, just ask them in the Facebook group. Okay. So with that said, I really appreciate all you guys' time, and looking forward for the next call.